Hey, what's going on, everybody? Isaac here. Just wanted to chat for a bit about knives and their collectability versus usability. And what I mean by that is if you buy this really cool knife, are you buying it to just sit in a drawer and you get out and look at it once in a while, or maybe you're cool and have a nice display case for your blades, and one of those nice like lighted glass cabinets and such. I don't have one because collectability isn't typically a huge factor when buying knives. It's usability, and either way, there's no wrong way to go about buying a knife. If you want to have a collection of knives that you sit in that lighted display case and they look nice and all that, well, that's cool. And then if you want to buy a knife and go out and carve traps and skin animals with it, then that's cool too. Or if you want to, you know, buy one and go poke it in a bad guy's rib cage and all that, that's cool too. Well, whatever else knife usage there is out there. But specifically when buying knives, I think of using them, carrying them out in the woods on hikes and whatnot, and you know, can this be my survival knife? Can I get by if I get lost in the wild with this and I have to, make fire and skin a squirrel I trapped or whatnot? Can I get by with it? That's what I kind of look for in a knife. I want something that I can depend on. And others, buy a knife and it looks pretty. Say like this case trapper is a pretty knife, but I have no qualms about having this in my pocket on a hike in the woods either. They case makes that nice high polished mirror finished blades here, and case trappers you know may be the most highly collected knife out there. Um, they make these in all kinds of different handle materials for people to collect, and I have a handful of them myself. But thing is, I've used all of them as well. I don't have one of these that's in mint condition. This one even has a little chip out of it right there when I dropped it on the pavement one day. And I was like, when I did it, I was like, oh man, dinged up my knife. And, I don't like my knives to have blemishes. I like them to look nice too. But you use it happens. There's people that buy these expensive blades like this Winkler, and they just keep it in a safe or whatever in hopes that it increases significantly in value. But Winkler knives makes these things to be used and used hard. They put a lot of effort into making these blades, and they put a lot of pride in it and hoping that you use a fine crafted tool to do what you do with your knives. um but some people just let them sit, and I don't know, I don't understand. Like, they maybe have this in their safe, but they'll go out to the woods with a $20 or $30 Uncle Henry knife, which I don't want to, nothing against Uncle Henry knives or anything. They make nice looking blades, and they make them for the most part nowadays out of the 7CR 17 steel. But I I just wouldn't put faith in the dependability of a knife like that over a knife like this. That's, I know it's super solid, it's heat treated well out of a tough steel. I don't know. I mean, what do you, let me know some of your thoughts on this in the comments. Same thing with the K bar. I mean, this, granted, this one hasn't been used a ton, but I mean, I've carried it out and about. This one, the finish is still on real nice. So yeah, I have to do a full review on this. Tom Ritter asked me about doing a full K-bar review a while back, and I haven't gotten around to it. So maybe we'll have that coming. But some people even like to buy these. Uh, Still at this point in time, a sub $100 knife on most websites. It's about 95 bucks or so these days. But some people like to just have these and keep them nice. But man, I think they're just made to be used. They're tough blades. Even I showed it first, the Buck 110. This has got to be one of the most collected knives out there as well, with the case trapper. But they're everywhere. I mean, I don't think they're going to significantly increase in value because there's just millions of them. Now, some of the old ones that were, in the heyday of the Buck 110 back in like the 1970s, they're a bit more collectible. Um, the handles or like the bolsters were a bit different, and they used 440C steel, and I don't know, they're just a vintage collectible. But I don't see any made within like the last 30 years being a collectible. Like maybe someone would pay more to have a tang stamp with like the year they were born or something, because Buck changes their tang stamp every year. So I mean, that's maybe that would make it worth more to somebody. But I mean, this is a basic user out in the field type blade. I don't I don't understand why some people just have these sitting around. Uh, you know, Emerson's same thing. These are meant to be used hard. Ernie Emerson wants you to use these blades hard, man. I got this knife pre-owned, and it was in mint condition because the guy just had it sitting in a safe. Now, there's another thing where a knife that you could have bought to have been a user and carry it out everywhere and all that, but it becomes discontinued and commands a premium price on eBay, like this SOG Tomcat. Like it's been discontinued for, I don't know, 2-3 years at least now. This is probably the nicest folding knife that SOG has ever made. It's made in Seki, Japan. And the prices I see on eBay for this knife almost make me hesitant to enjoy this blade that I bought to enjoy, because what if I needed some cash? Maybe I could sell this for a few $100. Some wahoos are listing this for $500 on eBay. I think they're nuts. But I don't know, it's there. And I don't know if I want to carry this as I should and use it as it's meant to be used. It's a really well built knife. It's got this craton grip that would be great even if it gets wet. If I wanted to use this as a hunting knife or something, I would have a secure grip. with that craton and the way the finger grooves and the gemmed area are. But do I want to use this knife that has risen in value significantly since I bought it? You know, is this now, has this passed to the realm of usability and become only collectability? And this is pure usability and nowhere near the realm of collectability. So this would go out to the woods while this sits at home in a drawer. I would really like to hear your thoughts and opinions on this in the comments section here. So please do comment. Let me know your thoughts on the collectability versus usability of a knife. At what price point does a knife become a collectible over a user? Or maybe you only collect like the cheapo ones that have a cool look or something. Maybe like a Frost cutlery or something like that on the Rough Riders that are 15 to $20. Maybe you collect those and have those sit nice, but why not use those knives instead of collect them, since they only cost you $15? What do you say? Interested to know. Talk to you soon.